Hi fans, thanks for clicking again for the dreaded D-Rose Report Part 2. Alright, John Morrison revealed on his Twitter today that he did break his ankle in 3 places at the other night's SmackDown taping, but still headed overseas for the WWE Tour beginning this Thursday. Morrison wrote that he was going to walk it off. Ooh, tough guy, huh? There's some speculation among sources that the injury is legitimate, and as a belief is that WWE wouldn't let a talent with a broken ankle in 3 places go overseas to work, so unless they do a hell of a job of taping. Chris Jericho's Fozzie's album Chasing the Grail did not make Billboard's top 200, so needless to say it didn't hit the top 10 either. Anyway, in its first weeks of being released, the album sold only about 2,200 copies in the States during the first week. Shawn Michaels' 6th elimination in this year's Royal Rumble gave him about 37 for his career, beating Steve Austin's previous record of 36. Did I say 37? 37. Michaels had 36 for Austin. And the list goes with Undertaker at 35, eliminated, Kane at 34, Triple H at 26. Regarding most of his time spent in Royal Rumble match, though, in a wrestler's career, Triple H is leading it at 231 minutes. Oh, some people don't have nothing to do, in 12 seconds. Shawn Michaels is second with 213 minutes total and 34 seconds. While Kane comes in at number 3 with 173 minutes and 46 seconds. Regarding Scott Steiner, his departure from TNA this past week, his contract with the company expired and he wasn't offered a new contract. Don't know if it had anything to do with Bischoff or Hogan, either one. Don't know how the relationship is. Ric Flair is looking to open up a gym and wrestling school in his hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina. Flair owns several Gold's gyms, by the way, years ago. But then he sold off, and he had a non-compete clause which ran out at the end of last year. And there's conflicting reports regarding Alicia Flash's departure with TNA. It's said that she's frustrated with TNA and not using her on a regular, schedule. Well, I think about everybody over there should be discussed that way. The speculation is that she asked for her release from TNA, made the decision to let her go. Some feel her departure was due to the incident with Awesome Kong because they're good friends. Flash parted ways with TNA back in January 21st. F4W Online's Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that WWE recently contacted Hollywood writers about working a hybrid series, supporting rumors that it's going to be NXT, I guess. Will incorporate reality aspects, which I don't. Maybe it's just me. One idea is that should be noted that at least 5 ideas have gained attraction, so it's kind of hard to confirm, what they're really going to be, up to on this. Is it going to be like Ultimate Fighter, with the 2 wrestlers building to a match at the conclusion of the hour? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. But so far, I'm not excited or eager to see what they've come up with. I'm afraid they're going to disappoint me, but. Lords of Pain, by the way, reported earlier that Undertaker is expecting to work a light ring schedule and drop the title between Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. Word is that Taker will be embarking on a hiatus around WrestleMania bout with Shawn Michaels, and his expectation is he could be out of action through SummerSlam. Shawn Michaels might take a few months off at that point also. WWE, you like Shawn Michaels as a heel more than a face? I think Batista's a lot better as a heel. And Shawn does good as a heel too. Anyway, the WWE Raw live event scheduled for past Thursday in Philadelphia has been moved to Sunday Valentine's Day at 3 o'clock. The show was originally scheduled for the Friday, but postponed due to the weather and stuff. Bret Hart, by the way, out of the ring at the end of last week's, the guy Bret Hart threw out of the ring at the end of last week's Raw was Luke Hawx, formerly of MTV's WSX and XPW. XPW I don't Oh, Wrestling Society X. Wow, I forgot about that. Last night's edition of Raw got a 3.6. What they always do, about close to 5.5 million people. They went from 3.48 to 3.69, went up again, that's good. Bret Hart, Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 26 in the single match looks to be the way it's going to go after Vince accepted the challenge. And Bret, of course, won the match too. Vince did later take it back at the challenge and says he wasn't wrestling a match in the storyline anyway. Participants in WWE's Elimination title match, we got, for the Jerry Springer will serve as, of course, guest host. But next week on Raw, we got matches coming up of Kofi Kingston taking on Ted DiBiase, Sheamus taking on Randy Orton. Oh, I hope that's going to be a good match. Triple H taking on John Cena. Seems like we've seen that before, but anyway, WWE changed the Elimination pay-per-view name back to No Way Out for fans in Germany. This was likely concern for the word chamber not being politically correct, not PG. Noted before, WWE officials still aren't sure what to do with the ECW title. ECW is going to be going away, but the belt may be kept around someone anyway. Of course, they may come back with a gimmick pay-per-view of the ECW thing down the road. A lot of people, just don't really want to see the belt shelved, I guess. Bill Goldberg, he will be appearing at an independent wrestling show February 27th at Camp Pendleton. He's not going to be wrestling, though. City of Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada, has put in a bid to host WrestleMania, 2013 or 14, which I think they put in for it for next year, too, and didn't get it. And I might have said this the other day, 2 days ago, Big Show turned 38. Give him a cake to eat. The name change from WWE to F to WWE was ranked number 7 on Time's list of worst corporate name change. Ron Simmons, he wrestled his retirement match this past weekend in Georgia, teaming up with Eric Paris and David Young to lose to the team of Terry Lawler, Alexander the Great, and Bobby Hayes. TNA knockout Christy Heyman. Anyway, she accompanied, I guess Simmons to the ring, and did his damn spot. And Q&A, afterwards he took question and answers. And TNA star Alex Shelley, who's been, 2 minutes, has been suffering from a herniated disc and bulging disc, and is expected to keep working despite his injuries. There are concern at first that Shelley would be out of action for a while. And by the way, good old Tara knockout suffered a chipped tooth this past weekend at a TA Live event. I gotta get over here, get me a drink. Thanks for checking in, and end of part 2. Guess what? I gotta go.